It is a complete course project. Please learn them in order. This is part 2, texturing. Okay, before we get into the texturing, you need to download the reference files for this project. So the link in the description box, so go over there and download that one. So it's really important. So the link in the YouTube description box below this video. So after you download that one, you will got this WinRAR file. So I will right click on this and choose extract to texture for Chips Ad. So it will be extracted. Open this file and select this 2 image and copy and go to your destination folder. So in this case my D drive. So I will choose my Chips Advertising Concept. So go to source images and right click and choose paste. So here you want to paste that both file. So now open Maya. So now I want to unwrap my chips files. So I will select this chips, go to top view. So I will select the chips one and go to top view. Go to in modeling tab in UV and choose planar option box. So I will choose my planar to bounding box, keep image width and height ratio and choose camera. So all these settings and choose project. So right click and choose object mode, select this object, go to perspective view, go to UV and UV editor. So now I want to select all this UV. Before that I want to select the edge, right click and choose edge. So double click on this bottom edge and go to UV and choose separate the UV along the selected edge. So right click and choose UV. Click, don't drag and select, click any one of this UV. Control right click and choose to shell and press W and move this one. So that means it will be splitted over 2 pieces. So now right click and choose UV. Now you drag and select this UV. Shift right click and choose unfold. So if you unfold, you want to give the settings to legacy mode and choose unfold 3D mode. So in normal it will be set to unfold 3D mode. You want to give legacy and choose apply. So now you want to select this UV, control right click and to shell and shift right click and choose unfold. Now right click and choose this UV and choose to shell and press R in keyboard. I want to scale little bit smaller and move over here. So I will select this UV to shell and press R and scale little bit smaller. Press E and rotate like this. So I will scale this one little bit big to shell, press R and scale in mid like this. So you want to unwrap all other things like this. So I will go to object mode, I will select this object, go to UV and choose UV and choose planar. So go to top view. Before that I will select this one, go to UV and choose planar option box. So I want to keep this same settings and choose project. Right click and choose object mode, go to UV and choose UV editor. So right click and choose right click and choose edge. So I want to select go to perspective, double click on this bottom edge. So go to UV and UV editor. So now select this one, separate the UV along the selected edge, right click and choose UV. So click on this any UV, don't drag and select. So if you drag and select, the bottom and top UV will be selected. I want to only select the top UV. So just click on any UV and control right click and choose to shell and press W and move the top piece. So select all the bottom piece, shift right click and choose unfold option box. Here you want to choose legacy, here you want to choose apply and close. So press R and scale little bit smaller. I want to move like this, so I will select this one and choose to shell and shift right click and choose unfold and press R and scale smaller and move over here. Okay, so now I close this one. So you want to do same thing for this one. So I will choose object mode. I will select this one, go to top view, go to UV and choose planar option box. So I want to keep this same settings and choose project. Now go to perspective. I double click on this edge, go to UV and choose UV editor. I will select this one, separate the UV along the selected edge, right click, choose UV, so don't drag and select on top of any UV over here, control right click and choose to shell, press W. I want to move this one in this side, select this one and choose to shell, control right click and choose to shell, shift right click and choose unfold, press W and move in on this side. So I will select this UV, shift right click and choose unfold. So I will unfold like this and press W and move over here and press R and scale smaller. So you want to select this one and press R and scale same thing like smaller. So now I select this both things, I will scale little bit big. You want to keep this UV exactly in this white border, so don't keep in other grid. So in Maya it will take snap over this white grid, so you definitely keep your UVs on this white area. So now I want to make texture for this in Photoshop, so I will select this first thing in object mode. So we already unwrapped, go to UV and choose UV editor. So right click and choose UV. I will select this both UV, go to polygons and choose UV snapshot. Here you want to give, so it's a small object, so I will give 512 into 512. I keep image aspect ratio, you want to check this one. Here you want to choose red color, and then I want to choose my image format to PNG. So click on this browse button. So in your images folder I want to rename this as chips underscore 1 underscore UV. So chips 1 UV. So otherwise I will give chips 1 UV and save and click OK. So I will close this one, and then I want to go to Photoshop. So I will open my file in your destination folder. In images you want to select this one and click open. So I will lock this layer and create new layer and take paint bucket tool, choose pure white and click over here. So drag this layer 1 bottom to layer 0. So when the layer 0 selected, you want to lock this layer. So now I want to open my chips texture. So go to file and choose open. In your source images we already pasted this two images. Here we have the chips texture. So I will click open. So now you take polygonal lasso tool and then you want to select the chips roughly over here. You want to just select this chips roughly over here. like this. Now take move tool and move over here like this. So now I want to scale, press Ctrl T and use shift and scale like this. So now when Ctrl T activated, right click and choose warp. So here you will able to adjust the multiple points controls like this and press enter. So now take another one over here and drag it to this file. So and press Ctrl T, shift and scale like this. You want to keep same thing on here. So now I want to use Ctrl T, right click and choose warp. So I want to adjust the texture like this and press enter. So now I hide my wireframe over here. So sometimes I want to give some randomness, so I will select this one and go to and take clone stamp tool. So I want to hide this area, so select this layer 3, press alt and click over here. So you want to copy this area for here, so that means it don't have even number of texture over here and here. So I will give some randomness. So now I want to save this file. Go to file and choose save as. So first you want to save as Photoshop file. So this one is the color, so I will give chips1 underscore CLR as Photoshop file in your images folder and click save. Now I want to save as Targa file. Go to file and choose save as. Go to your source images. You want to change the format to Targa, so this one is the chips1 underscore CLR.tga and click save. So now I want to save this as a bump file also, so go to file and choose save as. So in your images folder we already have chips1 underscore color, so now I want to rename as chips1 underscore bump. So like this. Now go to file and choose save as. So before that we want to make this as a black and white. So when the layer 3 selected, go to image adjustment and choose desaturate. So that means it will be convert to black to white. So you want to do same thing on here. So go to image adjustment and choose desaturate. So now I want to adjust some brightness contrast. So when the layer 2 selected, go to image adjustment brightness contrast, increase the brightness value. So that means you got very little bit bump over here. So and click OK. So do same thing on this file. Go to image adjustment and choose brightness contrast. So increase the brightness and click OK. So now you want to save this file as a bump map. So I will save as, first of all you want to save as Photoshop file as a bump. So after that go to file and choose save as. In your source images I will choose Targa. In your source images here you want to choose chips1 underscore bump.tga and choose save and click OK. So I will close all these things. Now go open Maya. So right click on this one and choose assign new material. You definitely want to choose blend. So and then I want to clear this history, so I will select this chips1, go to edit, delete by type and choose history. So now I have blend 1 over here, so I want to rename this as chips1 underscore blend 01 and press enter. So in color you want to click this checker box and go to file and filter type to off. So because if you have quadratic, your image should be blurred, so I want that original image, so you want to give filter type to off. Click on this folder and go to your source images. First of all you want to choose chips1 underscore color dot tga and open. So see here it will open, but you cannot able to see the chips in perspective. Press 6 in keyboard to see the wireframe like this. So now press 6 to see the texture over here. So now go to UV and choose UV editor. Here you want to choose like this. So now I want to apply my bump map. So when the file selector, go to your chips underscore blend 01. In bump mapping, click on this checker and go to file. So here you want to give bump depth to minimum of 0.05. So after that we will give high when we start lighting. So first of all you want to give minimum value to 0.05 and click on this bump value arrow. So here filter type to off, click on this image name and go to in your source images you want to choose chips1 underscore bump dot tga and click open. So now go to render settings and choose mental ray. If mental ray will not available here, go to window settings preference and choose plugin manager. Here you want to choose Maya to MR. So you want to click on load and auto load. So after that your mental ray will available in render using. So choose this one. So now take render this one. So you want to check it out. So the bump is work or not. So I will zoom little bit. So now I select this file, click on this bump arrow and click on this checker box over here. So now I want to give bump depth to 0.1. So now check again. So now it will be got little bit embossed, so I will give little bit high. So click on this one and click on this one, and here I want to give 0.2 and take render again. Okay, now it start embossing. So now I will close this one. Okay, so now I want to make texture for this object. So before that I want to reduce my reflectivity for this object. So I will give 0.05 like this, and you want to reduce the specular color little bit. So now I want to make texture for this chips. You want to do same thing for as we did for this chips. So I will select this chips, go to UV and UV editor. So we already unwrapped this model. So right click and choose UV. So I will select this whole UV polygons and choose UV snapshot. You want to do same thing, same settings over here. Go to browse. Here you want to choose chips 2 underscore UV in your images folder and choose save. Here you want to choose PNG, same red color, and click OK. So I will close this one. Now go to Photoshop and go to file and choose open. In your images folder you want to choose chips 2 underscore UV. So I lock this layer and create new layer. Take paint bucket and click over here So I will drag this layer 1 on bottom side. I will lock this layer. Now go to file and choose open. In your source images, choose the chips and click open. So you want to make rough selection using polygonal lasso tool, so not be exact. So you will give some small thickness over here. So now I will finish my selection. Take move tool, click and drag. You want to drag that into this file. So now press Ctrl T and Alt and Shift and scale. So now I want to scale little bit like this. So now I keep like this and press enter. So press Ctrl T, right click and choose warp. So I will adjust in corners like this and press enter. So now I want to do same thing for here. So click and drag. I will keep over here, press Ctrl T and Alt and Shift. I will scale like this. Right click and choose warp. So I will warp over upside, warp over like this and press enter. So now I hide my layer 0. So first of all you want to save this file as color.tga. So now go to file and choose save as. So in your images folder, first of all you want to save this as a chips2_clr as a Photoshop format. So I will save. Now I want to save as same Photoshop format. So sorry, now give save as in your source images as a TGA file, Targa file. So chips2_color.tga and click save and click OK. So now I want to make bump map. So first of all you want to save this as a Photoshop file. Go to file and choose save as. Here chips2_bump. So and click save. So now I select this layer 3. You want to do same thing. So go to image adjustment and choose desaturate. So same thing for this one. Image adjustment, desaturate. So now when the layer 2 selected, go to image adjustment and choose brightness contrast. So you want to increase little bit brightness. So same thing for this one. Go to image adjustment, brightness contrast. You want to increase little bit brightness and click OK. Now go to file and choose save. So that means it will automatically save in your Photoshop file as bump color to bump.psd. So now I want to save this as a Targa file. Go to file and choose save as. So go to your source images, this one as Targa, chips2_bump.tga and click save and click OK. So now go to your Maya. So right click and choose object mode. Here also you need to apply 2 files, bump and then color. So first of all you want to apply color map. Right click and choose assign new material and choose blend. Here I want to rename this blend object as chips2_blend01. So now I want to click on this checker. Go to file and filter type to off. Click on this one and choose chips2.color.tga and click open. So now we want to apply bump map for this one. So select, when the object selected, go to chips2blend. So click on this bump mapping checker box. Go to file and bump depth you want to give same value for this one, so I will give 0.2. so I will click on this arrow in filter type to off and click on this folder and select chips2_bump.tga and click open. So now you want to take render for this file, so I will make render. So it will be perfect. See here, you will see the bump values for this file. Now you able to see the bump values, so it's nice. So now I want to reduce my reflectivity to 0.05. so for you already give 0.05 for this object, so you want to give same thing for this object, and then you want to reduce the specular color little bit. So now I want to do same thing for this one. So this is our last chips file. Go to UV editor, we already unwrapped, so right click and choose all this UV and go to polygons and choose UV snapshot. So here you want to use same settings and click on browse. So this one is the chips 3_UV and click save and click OK. Now open Photoshop. So I will close this one and this one. Go to file and choose open. So go to your images folder. Here you want to choose chips3_UV. I will lock this layer, create new layer, take paint bucket, fill white color. So I will drag this layer to bottom. Click on this layer 1 and click lock button. So and open your source images and choose the chips file. So here you want to choose roughly using polygonal lasso tool as we did earlier for the two files. So like this you want to do, so not be exact, so you want to choose roughly. So take move tool and click and drag over here, press Ctrl T, use Alt and Shift and scale like this. So now right click on this one and choose warp. You want to warp the corners like this and press enter. So click and drag on this file to here, press Ctrl T, Shift and scale. So I will move exactly where I need. So like this. So now I want to adjust some warpness. So right click and choose warp. You want to do like this and press enter. So now I hide my layer 0. So first of all you want to save this as a Photoshop file in your source images folder, chips3_CLR and choose save and click OK. And then you want to save as a Targa file. Go to file and choose save as. Go to your source images, so chips3_color. So here you want to choose Targa and click save and click OK. Now you want to save this as a bump file. Go to file and choose save as in images folder, so chips3_bump. So now I want to click OK. So I want to change my layer 2 as desaturate. When the layer 2 selected, go to image adjustment and choose desaturate. Do same thing for this one, image adjustment and choose desaturate. So now I want to adjust some brightness. When layer 3 selected, go to image adjustment, brightness contrast, increase little bit of brightness, so up to 30%. So and then you want to do same thing on layer 2. brightness contrast up to 30. Okay, so now I want to save this as a Torga file. So before that, go to file and choose save in Photoshop file. After that, go to file and choose save as. In your source images, here you need to choose Torga chips 3 underscore bump.tga. So and click save and click OK. So I will close this one and close this one and go to Maya. So I will close this one, right click and choose object mode, right click and choose assign new material and choose blend. Here you need to rename as chips 3 underscore blend 01. Click on this checker box and go to file and filter type to off. Click on this folder. Here you need to choose chips 3 underscore color and click open. So now click on this checker box over here and then you want to apply bump map. Click on this one and go to file and bump depth, same thing for other objects. So bump depth to 0.2. Click on this one and filter type to off. Choose the image name of chips 3 underscore bump.tga. So now the bump is apply exactly what we need. So I select this object and go to chips 3 blend. Here you want to give reflectivity to 0.05 and reduce little bit specular color like this. So now I want to apply some material for this one. I select this object, right click and choose assign new material and choose blend. So here you want to give transparency to extreme 0 and color to extreme black like this. So now I want to rename this object of bowl underscore blend 01. So after that you want to draw some plane over here and scale this as big as possible. So I will give all the values to 1. So for this plane, so now I select this chips, I will move a little bit up. So see here our bowl will not shows the material clearly. So go to shading and choose wireframe on shader. So that means you able to see the bowl shape. So now we got exactly completed our texturing part. So in next part we want to do dynamics. Click here to learn part 3, dynamics.